me go deaf? Blowing in the freaking microphone like that?
Welcome to episode 65 of the Tay and Tristan hour.
Yes.
We are here on a Saturday noon? Because it's not afternoon. So what do you call it when it is noon? Just noon, right?
Midday.
A mid-Saturday.
Midday.
But you have to put the day in front of it, though. Because you
Saturday,
say Saturday
mid-afternoon.
morning.
Mid-afternoon.
Saturday afternoon.
Mid-afternoon.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh my gosh, he makes it so difficult. It is, because someone decided that they didn't want to record on Mondays anymore because of our work schedules. We both work on, I don't work on Monday, but I have to get up and work Tuesday.
Yeah.
And you work Mondays. So we keep changing the recording schedule.
Well, no, I mean, we've been doing Monday for a while.
Yeah, but we were originally supposed to do Saturdays.
Yeah, but that was like over a year ago.
He keeps changing it. So this is, and then it was like it was just weird because it takes a while. It was taking a while to upload because we had some crappy material, like software, machinery to upload things with that took 2 days.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. And then we got some updated stuff, which is still not the best, but it's better.
It's a lot better
than what we had. And yeah, so now we're back to Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't know how long this is going to last.
We'll keep it this way.
And I don't know, are we still uploading and putting the episodes out on Tuesday, or now are we going to be putting them out earlier? We don't know yet. We're all over the place. I guess
we'll figure it out. We're rebranding.
Whenever you guys get a new episode, when you get it, I guess. I don't know. That's not how you're supposed to run a successful podcast.
I know, but
they have books on this.
Well, I didn't.
We are not the norm. We are so far outside of the box. I don't even know. We don't even know what we're doing sometimes.
Yeah. But
we just roll with it.
It's just part of the journey. It's just part of the
journey. We've been doing this for over a year.
Yeah, it's still the journey, man. It's always a journey.
We should have it down pat by now.
No, nobody had a successful podcast in their first year.
The fact that we're still doing episodes, it's a success in itself.
Yeah, exactly.
The fact that we even made it to episode 65.
Yeah, I didn't even want to do episode 1 or 2.
You really didn't. I made him do it. I shamed you into doing this.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
But now you love it.
Yeah, I do enjoy it. Yeah.
Just say you love it.
I don't want to say I love it, but I enjoy it.
He loves it because he was like, let's just start doing, oh my gosh, Tristan, you put the lamp up and then you didn't turn the light on.
Listen, it's early for me.
You might as well leave it where
it's fine. It's fine. They can see me.
That's so funny.
I know, I plugged it in and everything, and I didn't turn the light on. This is a disaster.
So I'm the only one that has a light on.
That's funny.
We have the lights on in the room, and then he doesn't have.
It's okay. It's fine. They can see me. It's okay.
That's hilarious. Yeah. I just happened to look. I was like, it's plugged in and the light's not on. This is what goes on.
Yeah.
Wow. That's funny.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It's just I just woke up pretty much
at noon.
So I'm not
11.
No, it was
11.
like it was like 11. It was like 20 after 11. I woke up.
The life of a 20-something-year-old.
Yeah.
Wow. Because all right, so that was the deal. Because Tristan texted me, and he was like, "What about if we record on Saturday?" I was like, okay, here we go. All right. Changing it again. And I was like, all right, are you going to get up? Like, are you really going to get up and record on Saturday at noon? You're like, I'll be up. I'll get up.
Yeah. And I was up. I was up.
And then you're like, I'm still waking up. Hence why you forgot to
Well,
turn on
yeah,
your
that
lights.
was yeah, that's yeah, that's ridiculous.
It's all good though. It's all good. This is the first weekend in a while that we've had to record on a Saturday. So.
Yeah. And it is a momentous Saturday because my mother here is going to learn how to swim today. Her first swimming
Yes,
lesson.
it's not my first swimming lesson.
Well, no, not
I
technically.
have
like,
a friend that's been teaching me
your first professional.
how
let's
to.
say.
Well, she's a professional teacher.
She is? Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, she used to teach kids how to swim all the time.
Oh.
And other people. But
Well, you're going to a official like
I'm
facility.
going to like a swim school.
Yeah.
And then I can go to my friends and then like practice my skills as well. So it's like because I can't get out there all the time. So this is gonna help me sharpen what I'm already learning.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, I'm 48, and a lot of people. Well, Tristan's trying to make me feel better because he's like, there's a lot of people who don't know how to swim, which I get.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that do. I don't have anxiety about being in water or anything like that. It's just like I just don't. I need to learn technique, and I need to learn to breathe. I need to learn breathing techniques, which I've already learned some from my friend, which is I'm so grateful for. But I'm just like nobody wants to go to a pool with me, and we don't have a community pool that's closed. And it's been raining crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not a part of the Y, so it's like it's like if I can go to a facility where I can learn and I have a little bit more structure, it's going to be easier.
Yeah.
It's just been raining crazy. I can't get to like
An
outdoor pool or anything right now. So, I thought, well, I'll just join this swim school or pay. And then I think I'm doing it for like 4 weeks or 5 weeks or something like that.
Yeah.
I have to pay, but I mean, it'll be good for me. And then once I learn, I can continue to practice my skills, which, I want to be able to swim with my friends and then not have to worry about, am I going to drown?
Yeah.
And not be, it's just, I don't have a problem with putting my head underwater or anything like that. As long as I have goggles. So I've got a swim cap.
Yeah.
I'm all prepared. I have a swim cap. I have goggles. I did buy a long time ago, like when I first decided to learn how to swim, I did buy nose plugs, but I don't like them.
Why not?
They're uncomfortable.
Well, getting water in your nose is even more uncomfortable.
I don't want to be out there with all kinds of.
Have you ever? I'm sure you felt that before when you inhaled the water and you get the chlorine in there and it burns. That's horrible.
But here's the thing though, is like I've put my nose underwater and it's not that bad. I don't need to have nose plugs. I really don't.
It's
not
not
that bad.
A necessity, but it's just
It's
for
not.
when you accidentally like inhale it through your nose.
Yeah, of
That's
course.
horrible.
But that's the whole point. Like I've already learned how to blow like the bubbles out and have my nose underwater. I learned that, so it's not like I just have to practice it, but it's not that bad.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So yeah, so I'm excited. I'm a little bit nervous. The only thing I'm nervous about is like this is supposed to be an adult beginners class. However, I'm concerned about what they consider an adult. Like, what is the age range of an adult beginner? Because are they like, hey, if you're 15, because they teach a lot of kids here.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's like, is anybody over the age of 16 considered an adult? Like, am I going to be in there with 18-year-olds instead of like,
well, yeah,
people who are 40 and up?
I'm assuming when they say adult, they mean 18 and up.
Yeah, it better be.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm going to accuse them of false.
Because they might. Did you see if they had like teen classes? Because they might have child.
They do. They have child. They have teen.
Yeah,
and
so
they
it'll
have
be
adult.
18.
I'm assuming it'll be 18 and up. I'm assuming I'm going to be in there with people that are younger than I am.
Well, yeah, probably, but still old.
Yeah, well, not old like
no,
me.
not old. No, I know. I'm
not older like me, but I'm like, I don't want to be in there with like,
What, Mom? I promise everyone there is going to be just as scared and anxious as you are. Okay, because they're all learning how to swim. Like they're all there to learn how to swim.
Yeah.
because they
Yeah.
don't know
So,
how to. And they need help.
yeah.
So,
I'll be like,
you know,
listen. I'm like, I'm not. I'm anxious about being around others learning. It's not like the water. It's just
what, you're
like,
afraid of them judging your techniques?
yeah.
Oh,
Be like,
well,
oh no. It's just, it's not that. It's just, but I can get into the mindset. See, I can compartmentalize things, I think. And so I'm like, listen, I'm just there. This is how I work through anxiety. I can, like, before I get to a place, because you're kind of like, it's unknown. Like, I'd
hmm
never been to a place like this before. I've never been around people. I don't know what to expect. You just kind of go based off of what's like on their website, and
hmm
you're kind of like, oh my gosh, you see all these kids jumping in like, yeah, water, and it's like, oh my gosh. So for me, it's like, that's not me. I can't do I can't
Yeah.
do that. So it's not that, but I can kind of get into the mindset of, you know, I'm just there to learn.
hmm
I have to like block out what other people are doing because I'm not somebody else.
Yeah.
So that kind of helps me once I'm there and I'm comfortable and I get to know what they expect. And so yeah, so I kind of have an idea of what the lesson's going to be, while, for this particular course, but like we'll learn breathing, we'll learn to kick
hmm
and float, which I know how to float, but it's just, so I'm going in because I know how to float and I've
hmm
learned, I'm still a little wonky on it, but I have an idea.
Yeah.
So I'm not going in completely blind,
hmm
which is a good thing. But yeah, I'm
Did
excited.
you never swim when you were a kid?
I didn't. So mom got, Steven learned how to swim. So Steven, Kelly, and Dion, my three older siblings, like they learned how to swim as kids. So, and they did like like there was a lady that lived around our neighborhood that used to give swim lessons every summer. And I think she did like 6-week swim course or whatever. So they learned how to swim. I wanted to, but I think mom said she was like, you're too young. You don't, you needed to be older. By the time I got to the age, the lady wasn't doing the lessons anymore.
Yeah.
So, I never learned how because I wanted to. Um, so yeah, I never did. I would get into the pools. I was never afraid of water.
hmm
Just the afraid of drowning.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was never afraid of water. So I never learned. So I would just go into like parts of the pool where I could stand up,
hmm
And I always wanted to. I was like, man, I wish I'm like I know I can teach myself how to swim. But yeah, you can't. It's hard. I really, really wanted to because I would
Yeah.
look and I would see people and I was like, that looks so easy, but it's hard.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of strength, core strength, and yeah, it's a workout.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely a workout
It really is.
for sure.
So I was watching my friend when she was, teaching me, and I was like, I can't. She's like, hold your body up. I was like, I can't. I'm fat. She's like, you'll float. I'm like, I can't float. It's like, I'm fat. I'm fat.
Oh my
I'm
God.
sinking. So it was just, but it's, God bless her. She had so much patience with
Yeah.
me. Yeah, I love her
Do
to
you
death.
think you'll be, once you fully learn, you'll be swimming in the ocean?
Now that's a whole nother beast. I think
Whole nother beast.
I think that it is, man, because even like really great swimmers can drown in the
Oh yeah.
ocean. And there's current, like in a pool, there's current, but it's not like, it's not like an ocean. So, I think that I'll be more comfortable, like
hmm
after I practice and take, because I might take like intermediate classes after I learn, more technique or practice, whatever. But I'll feel more comfortable going out in the ocean. I don't think I'll be out there swimming and surfing and all that
Yeah.
crap. So it's just, that's too much water.
It is a lot of
That's
water.
a lot of water. I remember Do you remember when we went to Clearwater the first time
Yeah.
and how far out in the freaking ocean you went? And I
Yeah,
was
I went way far out.
freaking out. I was freaking out. I don't know what you were thinking.
I wanted to go out as far as I could. I wasn't thinking about drowning or anything like that.
You weren't thinking at all. He wasn't thinking
I
at
was
all.
thinking I just wanted to be in the ocean, you know? It was really cool. It was my first time like
It was crazy.
It was our well, not your first time. It was my first time ever seeing the ocean.
Yeah.
So I wanted to go out into the ocean.
Yeah.
I went like all the way nearly out to like where the buoys are.
No, the buoys were too far out, but they had like a flag out there because it was kind of
Yeah.
the water was choppy.
Yeah.
And so I remember it. To me as a parent, like as I'm thinking about it now, like I'm like, it seems like, you know how people will tunnel vision, and so it can seem like you were out like way far out, which I'm sure it wasn't that far. But as a parent, you're like, what are you doing? Like,
It was pretty far though.
it was pretty far.
I think I was further. There was nobody like further
No,
than me.
there was not. And I'm sure when you turned around, you're like, oh, holy crap, there's
Yeah.
the beach. I
Yeah.
was like, get back here right now. And Johnny was like, he's fine. He's fine. I was like, are you going to go out there and save him? Because I can't swim.
Yeah.
And that's another reason why it's like, I need to know how to swim. I'm like, I need to know, like, if I need to go out there for you or anybody, like, I can at least swim good enough to save myself and somebody else,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So, yeah. See how you do me? Like,
I was 10.
I know. I was like, why you got to go out there? And Johnny's like, he knows how to swim. I was like, this is the ocean. The ocean can swallow you up and then spit you out on
Yeah.
another part of the beach. It's like,
That's true. It
it's
is scary.
crazy.
A lot of people
yeah,
drown that way. They just get sucked into a current and they're just gone.
they're gone. I
Yeah.
know.
There's nothing you can do.
Nothing. So I don't know. I don't know. Like I would feel comfortable like if I go out to the ocean, like, and if I get, you know, like it pulls me in, like I could get back up. Like I don't think I would be as scared because I know how to swim, but I don't want to, you know, people out there that go into the ocean, they go out there to surf. Like everybody I see in the ocean just goes out enough to where they stand up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see people out there swimming a whole lot.
Yeah, no.
They go out there in the
people
sand.
either they're there in the shallow
Shallow part of it.
part, you
Yeah.
know.
they're
Or,
like-
and yeah, if they're out further, they're swimming or
They're
surfing.
surfing.
Or something
yeah.
like that.
But I don't, people that are out there, they're, you know, that are comfortable going out further. Cause I don't know. And I mean, the drop off is far out. Like you can walk out there for a little bit
Mm-hmm.
before it drops off. So, but I
Yeah.
don't want to take that.
There's
chance.
some places though where it drops off like
pretty shallow though.
where
Right?
there's some places where it drops off like immediately, like in
Yeah.
different part, like in I was listening to somebody tell a story about on another podcast. They were talking about when they went to Hawaii,
Yeah.
and he found this beach that like nobody was at. He's like, oh yeah, this is a perfect spot, like nobody's here, I'm just all by myself.
That's
I can go
why.
I can go swimming or whatever. And he swam, I guess, in there for a little bit. And then when he came out, I guess somebody that worked around the area was like, "Did you just go swimming in there?" And he's like, "Yeah, like what's the problem? It's the perfect spot." He's like, "There's like a 30-foot drop, like not that far off of the shoreline."
Oh God.
He's like, "That's why nobody swims there, 'cause it's just like you could easily drown there."
Oh my
you know?
gosh. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. So
yeah, kids could drop. Yeah, that's nuts. Yeah.
yeah, that's why you got to be careful swimming. Like if you're going on vacation or something,
Where
like
you're at.
you got to know like how the water is and how the beach is.
Yeah.
You know.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't, yeah, that's just crazy. Yeah. I don't go. That's why I like Jack's Beach. I know Jack's Beach, but yeah. And I only go out so far,
Mm.
you know. And the last couple times I had been out there, I hadn't gone out. We were just sitting on the beach, but yeah. And it's, you know, so I'll be a little bit more comfortable. It is interesting though, when we went to St. Augustine Beach, whenever Tracy and John were out here, and then like I think of that beach, I went out in the water.
Yeah.
That was fun though. Yeah. I like that beach too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people there though.
There was a lot of people there.
Yeah, it was crazy.
There was. And that current like knocked me down. I was like, oh my gosh. It's a big
We
yeah.
should go
thing.
river. We should go river floating. Would you do that once you learn how to swim?
I don't know. There's snakes in the river.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yeah.
Now that's what you're afraid of? Water is snakes.
Yeah, so there may be certain bodies of water I'm not going to go into.
Oh my goodness.
That will be the next thing.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, that
I
looks-
think that yeah, I think that once I um yeah, once I'm more comfortable, like I'll go, on the floating on the river and stuff maybe. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I would, maybe I'll go in canoeing. I mean, maybe I'll, do more stuff like that because
Canoeing.
well, not canoeing, but you know what I mean. Whatever. But I mean, I don't know what the hell it's called.
No, I'm just
But
saying I'd be surprised to see you go canoeing.
I don't know. I don't know what the heck it is. But I mean, I wouldn't be as like freaked out if the boat like,
Tipped over.
tipped over because I could, swim.
Yeah.
But I mean, I would be worried about what's in the water.
Oh my, you've seen Jaws too many times.
I would be concerned about what is like
Dana,
not a shark.
Dana.
I'd be like, all right, I'd be like, no, man, because there be water moccasins and all kinds of stuff up in
Yeah.
that stuff. So I would be concerned for sure. And you know how I am about frogs and lizards, and
Yeah.
so I don't know if I could do rivers.
It looks so
I
fun
don't
though.
know.
Like you see like people floating, you got your tube and
I know that would be fun. I know. I would want to try it once.
yeah.
But then it's the same thing whenever I go on nature walks. So like I'm always looking up because I don't know what's gonna
Oh
fall
my
out
God!
of the
Remember,
tree.
remember that one time we went to that point we were living on the other side of town,
I know.
and I took you to this park
I know.
to walk
I
this
know.
trail, and you were freaking out the whole time.
I
Just like,
know.
ah, what was that? Ah, ah. Oh my God!
I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it. I didn't know that you could be like claustrophobic outside
Yeah,
because that's how it felt.
yeah,
I felt like, oh my gosh, it felt like it was closing in.
yeah. But also that was a kind of a
mean-
tight trail too. It was really wooded. You
I
know?
felt that way, and that if I walk anywhere where there's stuff like that, and it's weird, but it's like a fear of mine. And I don't know if it's a fear, phobia. I guess I don't know, but it's
phobia of the woods.
no phobia of some like I'm in the woods in like on those trails, and I'm looking up because I don't need a snake falling on me
Yeah.
or a frog or anything like that because I will jump out of my skin.
Yeah.
I don't, and I feel like things like, and I'll feel it in my skin. Like there's nothing on me,
Mhm.
but in my mind, it's like there.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get out of that by it's kind of like a exposure therapy, right?
Yeah.
So like I'll do those things because I do like it. It's fun, and you helped me with that, even though I was freaking out.
Yeah.
And I remember when we walked on that trail, and I was like, "Oh, good. There's like civilization. There's a house.
Yeah.
They're over that fence. So if something happened, I know.
Yeah.
I could."
And it wasn't a long trail either. It was like a super.
It wasn't a.
It was
long
like a dog park, like a place where people bring their dogs in like
They
a
did.
residential
They-
residential area.
They did.
It wasn't like we were out in the wilderness.
We weren't. But I remember telling you, I was like, "Why do they have benches here? Who would sit here?"
Well, if you get tired while you're walking, you sit down.
I'd be like, "Nope. I'll just wait till I leave this park, and I'll just go sit outside, like in the park where the
Yeah.
play stuff is." And then when we walked in, I was like, "Who would even take a boat around this place?" Because there was like you could float.
Yeah,
you
well,
know?
there was like a little kayak.
Kayak-
launch or
kayaking.
something.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah,
So I was like, "Who would even do that?"
yeah. People.
And then we were walking in. It seemed like I was like, "Oh my gosh, are we ever gonna find our way out?" And Tristan's like, "Yes, there's colored markers." I was like, "Oh my gosh,
Oh my goodness.
I do stuff like that." I'm surprised he goes anywhere with me.
I saw a snake the other day.
Where?
This week.
Where?
Um,
Not around this house.
no.
Okay.
When I was at work and I was delivering, and I was dropping this package off at the front door, and there was a little baby snake, and it started like moving real fast, like slithering around. I was like, "Oh, that's a snake." It was so little; it was like that big. It was right next to the door. It was just slithering around real fast.
Ew.
Yeah. I've seen a bunch of snakes here. Not a bunch, but there's been several occasions I've seen snakes.
And you don't get freaked out?
I mean, maybe in the back of my mind a little bit, like, I'm not going to go close to it. I'm not going to walk up on it, you know. I'm
Big
like,
snakes?
decently sized snakes I've seen.
Where?
I saw one, I told you about it before. I saw one when I was at work again at an apartment complex. And it was like slithering through the mulch. Or it like slithered through the mulch and across the walkway and into the other side where the other mulch was. It was pretty big. I mean, it wasn't a big snake, but it was like a decently, maybe like that big.
I've seen them before too. Like there was one that was like when I used to work at Breakthroughs. It was right outside of our entrance door where the employees had to go in
Mm-hmm.
and to our office. Like I was like, and it was brown or tan, and so it like kind of blended in with the rocks that they had. I was like, oh my gosh. And everybody's like, look at this snake. And I was like, So and of course, I worked there till it was night. You know, I worked until 9 p.m. I didn't come in until like 11 or 10:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, it was just like, I freaked out.
I bet.
And everybody's like, look, it's right behind that bush. I was like, why is nobody killing that thing?
Oh my God. But it's not bothering anybody.
I don't care.
You know, I saw another one not that
Crazy.
long. I saw another one not that long ago too, maybe a couple weeks ago, and I was driving and it was slithering across the road, and I drove around it because I didn't.
Why didn't you run it over?
I knew you were gonna say that. Cause it's not. I mean, it's just an innocent little snake. It's not trying to hurt anybody.
Snakes are not innocent.
It was just trying to make its way across the road. I bet somebody did hit it. If it
I would have hit it.
if it stayed in the.
But I wouldn't
road.
swerve to kill it and get in an accident. But,
No,
you know,
no,
if
I swerved around.
if it just happened to, if my tire just happened to run over it, I would
Oh
not
my
feel
God.
bad. I would not. I'm sorry. I don't like snakes.
Yeah.
They have no use in this world.
Well, you could say that for a lot of animals, probably. But no, they do because they eat all the insects and.
That's just a rat snake. A
Yeah.
rat snake does that.
No,
what
but
I've heard.
snakes eat insects and mice and stuff like that.
Ugh, can we talk about something else? I want to talk about snakes.
Well, we'll get to this real quick. So yesterday, there was a big how would you call it? A big conversation, I guess. Basically, it was rumored that the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, had passed away. And everyone was talking about it on Twitter last night. People were posting things like, don't get my hopes up, or like stuff
Don't be
like
playing
that.
with me like that.
Because I guess apparently, like, people, I don't know if this, like, schedule was real, but apparently somebody, like, saw that he didn't have any events scheduled for the next few days. And also, like, the past few days, like, they've been speculating about his health because of, like, the mark on his hand, or because of the way he walks or something like that. And then J.D. Vance said the other day that, like, he's ready to step up in case anything happened to him, So last night it was like everybody was, like, convinced that he had passed away, pretty much.
He has not passed away. He's just not doing anything.
Yeah, no. And then this morning, TMZ posted, Trump goes golfing amid death rumors.
Yeah, he's just at either Mar-a-Lago or one of his other golf clubs, and just doing nothing like he always does. It's just pretty much it.
But it's just crazy how that spread so much on
Yeah.
Twitter that, like,
Yeah.
and a lot of people that I saw, at least, was hoping that it was true, which is kind of crazy.
Well,
I
I mean, I don't wish death on. I don't wish for anybody to die.
Yeah.
You know, you can not like him. I don't wish him dead, but it's just, you can wish for him to just go into retirement and never talk again. But or be on TV again. But I mean, I don't wish him to be dead or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, he's not dead. It's
Yeah.
just he's just not doing anything, which is what he's done since January. Or not done anything good for the American people.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, and JD Vance saying that, like I saw that on on YouTube or TikTok or whatever. And that's been the plan all along. Like they're just eventually they're going to use the 25th Amendment and say he's crazy and out of his head and try to remove him from office. So
You think so?
yeah, I do. I do. I honestly
You think they'll try to remove him?
yeah, yeah. Because and the reason why I say that is just because like they're kind of putting everything into play. Like why would you even come on there and say something like that as the vice president?
Yeah. Well,
You
maybe.
know?
Well, I think it's because I'm sure he was asked about it by some reporter or
I'm
something.
sure. Yeah.
But that's probably because of people have been speculating about his health in general.
Yeah, well
You
he's
know?
sick. The dude's sick. I mean, he's got his ankles are swollen. He doesn't eat healthy. He's got this vein thing going on his hands and they try to cover it up with makeup, you know. Yeah, I mean he's probably being treated at Walter Reed Hospital for something. That's probably why he doesn't have anything on his schedule. I mean, it's, um so they're not going to tell the American public everything that's going on with them, which is fine. I mean, it's a doctor client privilege,
Yeah.
confidentiality. We get that. But yeah, I mean, he's sick. The dude eats Taco Bell and freaking McDonald's and whatever, Kentucky Fried Chicken. I mean, come on.
Also, he's 79
And
years
he's
old.
79. He's almost 80 years old. The dude is going to have some health issues.
Yeah.
But let him tell it, I'm the most healthiest person on the planet. So, I mean, I have the best cholesterol than anybody else has ever had or ever seen,
Yeah.
It's just like, dude, just go sit down and eat a Big Mac. I mean, but yeah, he's not, the dude is sick. I'm sure JD Vance was asked that question by a reporter.
Yeah.
And the internet has always got like these clips and they'll make it sound like it's worse than it is. But I mean, yeah, it's just, and JD Vance is not prepared to step up and do anything because he's vacationed for the last 8 months. I don't know what he's even capable of doing. But yeah, it's not, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
It's just crazy, If you ask me, um everybody needs to be voted out of Congress that's been there since forever, and they need to just start with a clean slate.
Yeah, it is it is
Seriously.
crazy that like
Yeah. Yeah.
everyone we've never had. I mean, what's the age requirement to be president? Do you know?
Think like 45.
45?
I think so.
Yeah. It's just I feel like there just needs to be younger people in office.
Yeah. I think that
How old was Obama when he was elected? He was like 50 something.
no,
right?
he wasn't. He was in his 40s.
Oh, he was in his 40s.
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah. But I think that I think like 35 should be like the age limit when people can become president.
I don't know about that.
Well, 40. Come on, 40.
I don't know about that either.
Do you think 45 is a good age?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, 45.
I mean, there's plenty of people that are fully matured. I mean, you're never like, you know what I mean? Like
45.
Some people are still like wild in their 30s. Obviously, if you're running for office, you might not be, but
45 is
you know.
good. 45 is good.
yeah, 45 is like you've had a life. You
run.
had a lot of life experience, and
To run the presidency.
You know.
To be president. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be good. And then I think like but I think that there should be because then by the time like say you get 2 terms you're going to be in your early 50s, you know. And you have the rest of your life you're retired, So, yeah, and you're not going to be in your 80s. I think that you should not be able to run for president after the age of 60.
60?
Yeah.
I
I really don't believe you should.
don't know. 60 isn't that old. I mean, I don't think 60 is too old.
And I do believe if they do let you run after that, then you have to take a cognitive test, and
Hmm.
it has to be the results have to be made public.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that for
hmm
sure.
Not only a cognitive test, but you have to do a psychiatric evaluation.
Yeah, I agree with that also. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that those should be made two of the requirements
It's funny
to run
because
for president.
if they had to do that, then Biden definitely wouldn't have been
No,
president.
Biden wouldn't have been president. Trump wouldn't have been president. No, he
Yeah,
wouldn't have been eligible to run. No, they
yeah.
wouldn't have been.
That
No.
is that honestly should happen.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, they can find ways to, even if they made that a thing
hmm
to the public, like this is what we're gonna do. I'm sure they could find ways to skirt around that, or, fake the results.
Yeah, they would try if they paid people off. And then if you had unethical psychiatrists that were doing that, unfortunately. But yeah,
Yeah,
but that is unfortunate. Some people would have a price, which is, you know,
that's
yeah,
just how it is.
it is. But yeah, that's what they should do is mandate that.
Yeah,
Then we wouldn't be in this mess,
yeah, I agree.
But what can you do? You just go along. But yeah, he's not dead. Jesus, people believe too much of the internet nowadays.
Yeah,
Um, they
but
really
honestly though, I
do.
think, like, because most of the people talking about this
hmm
and posting stuff about it were liberal people who didn't vote for Trump, who were against,
Well, yeah, yeah,
Trump. So a lot of
yeah.
it, honestly, from them was wishful thinking.
Of
You
course,
know?
of course. Every liberal wants him gone.
Yeah.
Not even out of office. They just want him to be gone and not on their television screens.
You're telling me you wouldn't watch a new season of The Apprentice?
I never watched The Apprentice when it was on before.
Really? Never?
No, I have never liked Donald Trump. I've never been a fan of Donald Trump. Like never.
I was when I was a kid, because he was on he was in the WWE for a while, because it was like they were doing this program where it was billionaire against billionaire.
Yeah,
and
yeah, I
it was
remember that.
Trump versus McMahon, and
Yeah.
it was so cool.
Yeah, it was yeah, like
That was
that.
entertaining.
Like I remember watching that on WWE. I was just
Yeah.
like, gosh, why is he there? And then I remember watching that, but I was never a fan of The Apprentice. There was never anything about him that was attractive. Ever. I'm not even talking physically. I'm just talking he's like no talent.
Well, he's a talented businessman.
He's not. He bankrupts everything he touches.
No, I don't know. I don't know if that's true.
He inherited so much money, and he lost it all.
Well, I don't. That's not true. He's still a billionaire. He didn't lose
Yeah,
it
because
all.
he stole from other people.
I don't know that to be true.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. He's not that. He's not the. Um, he swindles money from people. He cheats and he steals from people. He's not a great businessman. I don't care what anybody says. And if people think that he may hire people that know what they're doing, but he is not smart and he does not know what he's doing.
Yeah, but I think that's probably true for a lot of billionaires, honestly.
Yeah, they don't know what they're doing, but they hire people that know they don't know what they're doing. You couldn't put Here's the thing. And this is like not just Trump, but this is for any person like multi-billionaire, millionaire, like they really don't know what they're doing. Like they have other people that are running their business. If you took away their money and you put them like they could not do a regular job like you and I do.
Yeah.
They could not live like you and I do.
No.
They could not survive. They wouldn't know how.
No.
I don't think so. I'm not saying all of them. I'm saying like Donald Trump wouldn't know how to live a life like we live.
Yeah, but that's something that they obviously decided when they were young. Like a lot of those people decided, like, I can't work a regular job.
No, they wouldn't know how.
And they're just like, but not just that. They're just like super driven people that
hmm
decided to go you know,
He didn't decide
to go get
anything.
rich.
Well, I mean,
Obviously, he comes from money
well, you
originally,
can't
of
help
course.
if you're born into money. You cannot help that.
Yeah.
Like that's something like he didn't have control over. Like I understand that. He didn't have control over that, but he squandered the money that his father left him. How do you bankrupt a casino? I just don't understand.
Who knows?
How? People spend money in casinos. How do you go bankrupt? How do you bankrupt a casino?
I have no idea.
By embezzlement. That's how.
Yeah, could be.
Just saying. So I mean, there's a lot of things he just doesn't know how to do. Running this country is one of them. Um, and you're just kind of, he does things. The reason why I mentioned the 25th Amendment with him is just because he's doing things that are illegal. A lot of the tariffs that he's put on are illegal, and a lot of the courts say that they are. Um, they're kind of like letting him hang himself, right? They're giving him just enough rope to do it. And then remember, we're not even a year into this guy's presidency yet. And then you have the vice president, people are asking questions about his health. Then you have the vice president saying, well, I'm ready to step up. Oh, God forbid if anything happens to him. So they're not talking about, sometimes you have to read between the lines with what people say and not just think, oh my gosh, they're talking about if he dies.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily talking about that.
Yeah.
Because he didn't, I mean, he's not necessarily talking about death. That's not what I hear, you know. I'm hearing like, oh, well, maybe if cognitively it continues to decline, we might have to invoke the 25th Amendment just to remove him from office.
Yeah, but they said the same thing about Biden, too.
Yeah, but that, they wanted to do that. But, you never heard Kamala Harris even talk about, oh
Well,
my
no.
gosh, God forbid if something happens to Biden, I'm ready to step in there.
Yeah, that's...
Not even a year into Trump's presidency, and you have the vice president saying something like that.
Yeah, it is weird because, like with Biden, like it was obvious that he's not all there cognitively.
Right.
Honestly, he's an old man. Like,
right. Yeah.
Like it's odd, but they didn't like really acknowledge that, and they didn't
No,
want
they
to
didn't.
acknowledge that.
No.
So it's interesting that they're acknowledging this more.
Yeah, they
with
are.
Trump.
They are.
Or do you think they're like prepping people?
I think that they're prepping people. But see, there's people that are not really paying attention, I think.
Yeah.
I think people are like, oh, that's just them talking.
Mm-hmm.
Because people are desensitized to it. This is the whole point of like, this goes back to what Steve Bannon, who was one of Trump's previous advisors in his cabinet in his first term, this is the strategy that they want people to do. You flood the zone with so much crap that people aren't paying attention to what's really going on. It's good distraction. It's a good strategy. Obama talked about it, that this is what Steve Bannon was going to do, but you gotta go through all of the BS to get to what they're really trying to do. I'm telling people, like, this is what they're gonna try to do.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I think. I'm not saying that's what's gonna happen, but it just, because dude just be coming off with some stuff, It's like he just said on television the other day, Trump did. He was like, I love black people. I'm the least racist person, And then you fire an African American, a black guy that was the head of something. I forgot what it was. And it's like,
yeah, but that might not be because he was black. Like, you can't say that.
He has let go a lot of.
I'm sure he's let go plenty of white people too, though.
Yeah, but it's not televised. Who else?
Well, of course they're going to televise it because they want to make him look even more racist. But I don't think that's. I don't think I wouldn't jump to that conclusion. I know people will, but
a lot of people will. But what the media does that.
Yeah, of course.
I agree. The media does that, but he's firing a lot of people in his cabinet.
Yeah, and
replacing them with loyalists.
Well, yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what everyone in power does, though. Most people.
So.
Yeah.
Well,
why would you want to hire somebody that's going to work against you?
Well, you don't, but you want people who are not going to be yes men either. You want somebody who, that are aligned with your agenda, but his agenda is different.
Mm-hmm.
His agenda is different. It really is.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not. His agenda is not good for us.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying us as in black people. I'm saying us as in the working class.
Mhm.
It's his agenda is good for the rich people like him.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I mean billionaires, not regular rich people.
Yeah.
I mean the ultra wealthy is what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. The top 1%. So I don't know. He's just who he is, and God will take care of him.
Speaking of the top 1%, I was thinking about going and playing the Powerball
Yes.
because the Powerball is up to like $1 billion or something.
Oh,
like
it always
that.
gets up to that. Yeah.
And I was just like, what would you do if you won that much money? I think the payout after taxes is like 450 million.
That's probably like half of it.
Yeah.
No, it's a little over half that you would get.
Yeah, I think I heard somebody
700
say
million.
no. I think I heard somebody say 450 because
450
they had raised the taxes on it.
on
I
it.
think.
Of course
Yeah.
they did.
Yeah.
I don't know because that's a lot of money. You would have to have somebody help you manage it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't, because you could only do so much for yourself with that, and then I think the rest of it, I don't know. I would do a lot to help people in the community. I've always wanted to build and I've talked about this for years. Like I've always wanted to build like a shelters, not so like it could be a sober living for men, but I've always wanted to do like a shelter or something for men. Because there's not a lot. There's a lot of help out there for women. I think we've talked about this before because
Yeah.
like some men are just like prideful and don't want to get help and but I wanted to do something that was helpful for men that are
Yeah.
really struggling because there are some men like I think specifically here in Jacksonville um whether it's just with drug addiction and things like that, like some more transitional housing opportunities for men.
Mhm.
Yeah. That like are not just here just like a homeless shelter, but
Yeah.
actual like housing with programs and helping them get back up on their feet for the men who really want it and not just abusing like the services.
Mhm.
And then I would want to partner with uh with other companies and programs that would want to be a part of it because you
Yeah.
would have the resources and the money to do that.
Mhm.
So that's what I would do with some of that money.
Yeah.
And then zone and buy maybe a property to do that.
Yeah.
And then donate a lot of it because, and then you would still have a lot of money left.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, because you can only do so much with it, but I've always wanted to do something like that. And I wouldn't even have to have my name on none of that stuff. And I would just want other people to run it.
Mhm.
But yeah, I just wouldn't, I wouldn't have to have my name attached to it, but it's just something I've always wanted to do something.
You'd probably be the first and only lottery winner to do something like that.
I would, but I mean, I could have all of my stuff,
Yeah.
but I would definitely want to work like in the community to do something like that
Yeah.
because there's a lot of people out there hurting. Nobody else is helping anybody like that.
Yeah, that's true.
You have all of these millionaires out here, that and billionaires that just don't. There are some that want to help. Like
Yeah, for sure.
they put their money behind that, but they can only do so much, but we just need more people doing it.
Mhm.
Like they can build multi-billion-dollar stadiums,
Mhm.
but they don't. There's so many abandoned buildings and houses that nobody's using to house the homeless
Yeah.
or people with mental health. I would do something for mental health people with substance abuse. I mean, that's what I would do, And then, of course, I would buy the house or build the house of my dreams with my dream kitchen. And yes, I would have a kitchen on the inside. I would have a kitchen on the outside. And
On the outside? What do you mean?
like on the patio, I would
Oh,
have like
well, yeah.
like a small kitchen
Oh, yeah, I've
area.
seen houses like that. Yeah.
That on this small kitchen area, stove and, stuff like that for entertaining. And then, I would just, yes, I would have everything I've wanted.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't have to be like this huge place, but it would be my little paradise.
Mhm.
And I'd be happy. I would build a house like out away.
Yeah, that's what I would do
from
too.
everybody. I would want my own like place.
But at the same, I
Yeah,
was
but
thinking
I'd be
like,
close to town.
well,
To the city.
you could live anywhere in the world
I could
though.
live
That's the thing,
anywhere. Yeah.
and you could have multiple houses.
I don't know if I would want multiple houses. I would want,
I would
because
want at least like I'd probably at least get like a vacation house somewhere. You know.
we live in Florida. I wouldn't need
Yeah,
to.
but we live in Jacksonville, Florida. I mean,
Okay,
this
well,
isn't
I
like
would have one maybe in Miami.
Miami.
Yeah, sure. I wouldn't want to live like I wouldn't want to have a vacation house like out in California. It's
I'd want to
crazy.
get one like in the Hamptons, or maybe not in the
No.
Hamptons because that's like super duper expensive up
Yeah,
there.
I wouldn't want
But you'd have the
that.
money. But maybe I'd get one in like,
Remember, you have to pay taxes on everything
well,
too.
yeah, for sure.
So you would want to be really, really careful with how much you're spending.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
that's how people go
I'd
broke.
probably, yeah, I'd probably get something in Texas because the taxes
Texas
are
is
low.
nice. Yeah.
I'd probably
Yeah.
buy a ranch in Texas.
Yeah. Ranch in Texas would be nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. And then I would invest. I would invest some for sure. And then I find ways to make it my money grow. Yeah. You'd have to be smart with it.
Yeah.
And then I would, make sure that, you'd have to trust the people who's helping you manage your money. And I'd be like, no,
Yeah.
I'm not just gonna hand my stuff over to you.
Yeah.
I'm like, I would,
Yeah, because I've been seeing a bunch of like TikToks pop up because of the Powerball being so high. And these lottery like lawyers and stuff talking about what you need to do
yeah,
if you win the Powerball. And,
give me your money.
you know.
It's like, no, I'm not gonna give you my money. But yeah, I mean, I would try to do something definitely that's that's good for people. I would, may take a little bit to get it off the ground, but yeah, you would definitely, and then I would definitely, be a part of the art world for sure.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a good investment though, buying art.
Yeah, I would definitely. That's how I would decorate my house.
Yeah.
I would have. Yeah, I would
Oh my God,
definitely.
you'd buy freaking Basquiat's and freaking
I would. I would. I would buy every piece of art that I've wanted to buy, and have it in my home. Yeah, I would because I can.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I would do it, and yes, I would, and I would go to. I would visit New York and the museums there, and just travel. You know, because now that I have a passport, I could travel.
Yeah.
So that's what I would do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it would be nice for sure. But, I would love it.
Well, I might be buying a ticket later.
Yeah.
Because I think the drawing's tonight, isn't it?
Yeah.
What if I win?
If you win, I would be happy for you. Then I'd be like, okay, honey, now what are we doing?
Well, I don't know if I would tell you right away. Because all the lawyers on TikTok said not to tell anybody.
Yeah, you would tell your mother. You could not tell me. You would be so excited. How could you not? I know Tristan would.
I know, but I would tell you guys, but we'd have to keep it like secret. Like, we
Secret,
couldn't tell
yeah.
anybody else
No, I know.
until like everything was
Yeah, I
set
know.
up.
Then I'd be like, well, all right, Tristan, now you have to decide how much I get, how much your grandmother gets. Well, grandma would just live with Tristan. That would just, yeah. So, yeah, I'd be like, Hannah, you just give me what you feel I deserve.
Yeah, I thought of an amount last night.
I did. Okay. Whatever you feel would be right.
Yeah.
I would accept it and be happy and grateful. So
Yeah.
it wouldn't matter to me.
Well, we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. Okay. So Tristan wanted to discuss really quick, like there was a video you said that was on TikTok, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to break down?
Well, I
really quick
I
the
saw this
story?
video on TikTok the other day, of this black man in a store. I don't know where they were, but he's wearing a bonnet, which you see a lot of black people wear bonnets,
Like you right
out in
now.
public. And there was another black lady in the store, and she saw him and was just disgusted by wearing this bonnet in
Yes,
public, and she
yes.
was like, "You make us look so bad." And she just like couldn't believe that he was wearing a bonnet in public, and it just made me think about mom, because I have dreadlocks. I have long dreadlocks,
Yeah.
and sometimes when I go out in public, like if I'm just going to the store real quick or something like that, I'll just put this bonnet on just to cover my hair up. But then mom's all like, "Oh, you don't need to be wearing no bonnet out in public. That's so ghetto." So I was like,
Yes.
so I wanted to ask mom, what makes it so ghetto, and why do some people have such a strong reaction to it, like that lady did?
I just I think it comes from an older generation, right? Like we were taught when you go out, you fix your hair, you have on nice clothes, you shower. I mean, you because it and it comes just I think from our parents, our grandparents, they grew up in a Jim Crow era, you know,
Mm-hmm.
where they always saw black people as dirty, unkempt, nappy headed, things like that. And so I think it brings back to if, you know, people march for rights and to be seen as, we're not that way. And then
Yeah.
you have a younger generation that's like, I'm gonna go out to the store in my house shoes and my bonnet on, and it's just like what did our parents and grandparents teach us? And it's just like they, do better,
Mm-hmm.
because and I think it feels like maybe for some whenever that lady said that, it's just like that's not what your grandparents and the people in the civil rights movement marched for. It's like we're not trying to go back.
Mm-hmm.
Like and I think sometimes they get frustrated because it's like you don't get it, and maybe that could be what that lady was saying. I'm not saying that everybody is like that, but it's it's just like if you have locks and you have braids and you're like, "Ugh, I just don't want to." Why do you even have those hairstyles? And then cover them up with a bonnet. Like, why don't you just tie up your hair and go out? It seems to be laziness to me.
Um. Well.
It seems to be like a bonnet is what you sleep in at night. It's not something that you go out in public. It would be the same thing if I went out in my head wrap and my pajamas. Like if I went to Walmart in my pajamas with you and my slippers.
Yeah, but that's a different thing. We're
People
just
do it.
Well, yeah, of course people do it, but we're just talking about like the bonnet itself. Like, I put it on just 'cause maybe it is a little bit of laziness. It's quick. I can just put it on real quick. I cover my hair up. My hair's protected from the elements. You know what I mean? That's why I wear it. You know, and everybody doesn't need to see my hair. Like, it's not for everybody to see. Like, I don't
Why
need
is
I don't
it?
need to I don't need to show it off. I was like that before, like when I first started uh growing my locks, because I was excited that I was growing locks. I wanted everybody to see it, but it's like now, like, I don't care if anybody sees it.
That makes no sense.
How does it not make sense?
Why, if you have locks and that makes no sense. It is ghetto. It's
What
ghetto.
do you mean? How does it make no sense?
It is. You do not need to go out. Just if you don't, I don't want to deal with my hair, then cut them off.
No, that's not how it works.
Well, I don't like you have wraps, right?
Yeah.
You have wraps that you have. You don't need to wear the bonnet. Just put the wrap on. That's a stylish wrap.
Well,
You
yeah,
don't
I
have
then I
to,
do wear
and
that.
it still can be protective. It still can protect your hair. It doesn't have to be that bonnet. I cannot stand
But
that
people wear,
bonnet.
but people like this one is specifically to wear to sleep in. But there are
Right.
people have wear caps that are specifically for covering up dreadlocks and braids and stuff like that are to wear in public. It's to protect your hair
Protective from what?
from the elements. A lot of people with dreadlocks that have blue collar jobs, they wear those so that their hair doesn't get all dirty and greasy and,
Okay.
you
All
know,
right. Well,
like that's like a normal thing.
but you don't have to. You can wear a head wrap, not a hair bonnet that you sleep in.
Well,
There
no.
are other ways to wrap your hair to protect it. It does not have to be a sleeping hair, a
Well, no.
night bonnet. It does not. That is rationalization. And then I
No.
just want to justify why I go out in public with my sleeping bonnet on.
Okay, no, okay, you're right about mine in particular because this is for
That's
sleeping.
not just you. A lot of people go out with them same sleeping bonnets on, and then they use the excuse that, oh, I have to protect my hair. That's fine if you want to protect your hair. You don't have to wear a sleep bonnet. Use something else that's stylish that you can wear out, and it's not a sleep bonnet. That's not an excuse. It's ghetto. It's ghetto. Ghetto.
I don't think it's necessarily ghetto, but
It is.
I think there are some people that wear bonnets in public that are just ghetto people.
They ghetto.
But I don't think it's inherently ghetto.
No, it's ghetto.
Honestly, I don't think it is.
Okay, well that's your opinion, but I'm telling you for fact it's ghetto. And that lady was right in that video. Y'all
No.
make us look so bad.
I don't.
Because you can use something else to cover your hair, and I think that's what she was saying. And the guy was like, "Well, say it to my face," and she was like, "You heard what I said." And it's just like, you know that, it's just, he was like, well, I get mad. People say stuff like that because, and then they don't want to say it to my face. No, you heard her, and you know what she's saying. It's like, yes, everybody has the right, but do you have to wear that silk black bonnet out in the store? Because I'm just saying, she knows because because people look at black people a certain way. They just do, and that's the truth. Don't give them a reason. They already look at us a certain way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they already think we're ghetto and unintelligent and this and that. And just that bonnet, it's just that they look at it as They look at us the same way with that on. They do.
Yeah.
And older generation knows that. And
Yeah.
sometimes the younger generation is just like, no, they just accept us. But no, they don't. They don't. And it's ghetto. And if your grandfather, if your great grandfather was here, he would tell you the same thing. He'd be like, "Why are you going out to the store with that on?"
Yeah.
If your great grandpa Joe was here, he would be like, "No, take that off right now." He would, because Grandpa Joe didn't play about that stuff.
Yeah.
And he did not. And that's how we grew up. He was like, if you go out, you comb your hair.
Mm-hmm.
And you put on some decent clothes. You cover yourself. And it's just.
But I don't
Yeah.
think if you have dreadlocks or something like that, maybe not a sleep bonnet, but there are people wear caps that look like this. They're not specifically for sleeping.
Yeah.
They're just, and they're to wear in public.
Yeah.
I think that in that particular scenario, I think that's fine.
Yeah. But you can wear it to where it's not. But we're talking about bonnets.
Yeah, bonnets. Yeah.
Like, you wear that out to the store. And I'm like, Tristan, do you have to wear that? Go put on your scarf. You wear it as just like all the time. It's just like,
Well, yeah. I mean, not all the time, but if I just don't feel like wrapping my hair up, then yeah, I'll just throw it on. It's just easier. Maybe it is laziness.
No, it's laziness.
Yeah.
And you go out, it's just like, oh my gosh, what did I call you the last time? I think I called you what was the fairy tale character?
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my gosh. I'll think of it later. I'll think of it later.
But I've seen white people wear bonnets out too.
Well, they ghetto too.
I saw with this white kid when I was getting gas one time, and he was wearing a little black bonnet.
Ghetto too.
Yeah.
Well, you think white people can't be ghetto?
Well, of course they can. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still ghetto. I don't care. It's ghetto.
Yeah.
Don't do it. That's just how it is. That is my opinion. Don't do it.
You never wore a bonnet out in public when you
No.
were a teenager?
No. No, we did not wear bonnets out in public.
Did you wear bonnets at all? I'm sure you did at some point.
No, I just be sleeping with my hair up.
Yeah.
Just be had bedhead.
Yeah.
That's why it be broke off probably. But no, I wear like my sleep wrap now, but I take it off before I come out the room. It's
Yeah.
like I don't. I don't. And that just comes from like we never wore it out. Like I will wear like I'll go outside on the porch with my PJs on or something.
Mhm.
But even then I feel a little bit uncomfortable. I'm not gonna go to the store. Like I have seen people in the store with they pajamas on. And it's
Yeah.
just like, wow, just don't care. Just don't care.
I mean, if you're just going down to the corner store.
No. 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 That's the difference between like I said, like when I grew up and like your generation now, like that y'all just don't be caring. Y'all just like, okay, whatever. And they make pajamas now to where it looks like they just some sweatpants and whatever, But I know that they're pajamas. I know the difference. So it's like they just out here in they jammies. And then people be like, I just got these, and they make slippers look like sandals, and
Mhm.
so it's like, nah, yeah, I've seen some ladies in Walmart, they got their leopard print bonnet on and
Yeah.
leopard print. I'm like, now that is ghetto. No, you just came up out the house
Yeah.
to shop at Walmart and just, why can't you just at least throw on some sweats,
Mhm.
a bra, and a t-shirt? It's not that hard.
Yeah. I agree.
Really not that hard.
I agree.
Just put a little bit of effort in. Just a little bit. Come on.
Yeah. Well, maybe someone will hear this and change their
No,
ways.
they'll be like, I don't like her. She just thinks she all that. I'm not all that. I'm not. But I don't like it. It's just the way I was brought up.
Yeah.
Mom didn't go out like that. She didn't teach us to go out like that, and that comes from her parents, and
Mhm.
that's how our grandparents taught us. They were like, no, you just, you don't. And I think sometimes people are influenced by their friends, and the people we hang with, and
Yeah.
and that can definitely influence us. But yeah, I don't. No. So the next time you and me go out, you and I wearing that bonnet.
Okay, fine. I won't wear it.
No, I'm like, wrap your hair up. Most of the time, if we go out somewhere and we go eat or something, or the movies, or
Yeah, I don't.
something,
Yeah.
he will put on his nice little wraps that he buys. But that thing, when we go to the store, I'm like, Tristan. He's like, what, Mom? It doesn't matter. Nobody's watching. I'm like, yes, they are. You just don't know that they're watching. I'm watching, and I'm the only one that matters.
Oh my god. Oh, fine. I won't wear it with you.
Yeah, don't wear it with me
I'm
because
still
that
gonna wear
like
it, though.
drives me crazy.
I know it drives Grandma crazy too.
Ah, see, yeah, she's probably like, why don't you just do that and cut them freaking locks off and just grow your hair back out?
Yeah.
It does. It's just, yeah. You have such, and I think it drives us crazy because you have such pretty hair, and then you grew out those locks, and you just let your pretty hair go.
That's stupid.
Tristan has really pretty hair.
Oh my goodness.
It's beautiful, and it's just naturally curly. He's got this dirty blonde hair, brownish blonde. It's naturally curly. It's really beautiful, and he was like, "I'm just gonna grow free locks."
It's still pretty to me, so that's what matters to me. I've been thinking about trimming them, not cutting them off.
Cut them.
No,
Cut them, please.
I'm not gonna cut them. I'm not gonna cut them. But I think I'll let them grow to my waist, and then I'm just gonna trim them short. But I'm not gonna cut them off anytime soon.
Cut them off when you're 30.
I don't know. Maybe we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I want to see my handsome man with his regular hair.
Oh my!
I look at the picture on the wall of you with your nice curly hair. It's so cute.
my
They were
goodness.
just so tight little curls.
All right, we're gonna end this episode. This has been episode 65 of the Tay and Tristan Hour.
Yes.
Go follow us on everything. TikTok, Instagram,
YouTube.
YouTube. Be sure to like and subscribe. Give us a comment. Let us
Please.
know if you wear a bonnet outside. And what you think about that.
Yes, and just yes, and let us know if you think it's ghetto.
Yeah.
So yes,
We should do a poll.
I will post a poll on YouTube
Yeah.
on the community if you think wearing a bonnet is ghetto. Yes or no.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next week.
All right, bye.